Good evening, Goodlife Nation. This is Matt Landau, your president, welcoming you to our Tuesday evening call. I hope you're having a great night and a great week. We are having another amazing week here at headquarters and with Goodlife in general. So thanks again for tuning in. As you know, this is our opportunity for us all to sit down, meet, and go over some great updates, for me to make some great announcements, and let you know what's coming up here at Goodlife in headquarters and throughout the country and soon the world. So let's jump right into it, shall we, guys? First, I want to recap the announcements, the events that are coming up. We've got a big week here. As you guys all know by now, Thursday night, we are going to be in Tallahassee for our live presentation at the Old West Florida Enrichment Center. That's going to be a lot of fun. And Larry Austin, who's a major great leader up there, is excited and can't wait to get us up there and show us a little of that Tallahassee hospitality. So Thursday night, that's going to be a great event. We're really looking forward to it. Saturday, 12 noon, we're going back to Atlanta, our second home in so many ways. We love getting up there. There's always so much excitement. So we will be bringing the bus, the VIP bus. I don't know if we ever settled on a name for that, but keep sending suggestions. But we'll be bringing that up there, and that's going to be noon Saturday at the Crown Plaza, Atlanta. It's by the airport. You can check the email notification that we sent out. I think we sent it out yesterday. We'll try to get it out to you again, let you know exactly, get that address for you. So Thursday, Tallahassee, Saturday, Atlanta. And then the following Saturday, we're going to be doing our Miami event, which I had mentioned before. Now, this is a 10 a.m. event. It's going to be in conjunction with some IBO leaders as well. And that's going to be done at the Hilton Garden Inn. And what's going to be really cool about this one is it's going to be a Spanish and English presentation. So in our ongoing effort to deliver content to our Latin market, our ever-growing Latin market, this is going to be a great opportunity for us to get up and do the presentation and build our materials along with that. So that's really exciting. Along those lines of building the materials and presentation, as you know, last Thursday, John Sims and I had a great opportunity to do the live event, and we had a ball. We did. It was a little bit of a different energy than Mark Seaforth and the way he does it, but we had a great time giving it out and sharing it with everybody. But one of the things we realized was that the actual Prezi format can sometimes be a little kind of confusing, and we had a couple glitches. So what John Sims is doing right now for everybody is he's converting a version of the Prezi to PowerPoint. And so most of us have used PowerPoint. We know what PowerPoint, how it works, and it's a lot easier to kind of click through the slides. So that's going to be out in the next few days, maybe a week, but John Sims is actively working on that, again, in our efforts to get you more tools out there to be able to continue to develop and grow your IBO organizations. So that's exciting stuff. I want to go over a couple administrative matters and issues and things to go over. Number one is the 1099s. I know that we've been in touch with some of you out there in the field. You're making money. It's exciting. Unfortunately, we got to let Uncle Sam know. Well, fortunately, we have an amazing country where the IRS is able to collect taxes and keep this country wonderful. But we do need to make sure that we are reporting all of our monies to the IRS timely, and the way we do that is through the 1099 forms. In order to do that, in order for us to issue those, we've got to have your Social Security information in the dashboard. So if you haven't put that in there, make sure you go in there and add that information. If you have any questions, feel free to call service. That's what they're there for. They will be there to help guide you through that process in any way. Speaking of customer service, we know there's still a lot of frustration from unanswered calls. We are continuing to build our customer service. I am adding at least 2 more positions. Listen, I've spoken to you guys in the past, and really, I want to make sure that we are controlling customer service internally and making sure that we're working on building the right kind of systems and getting you satisfying answers and responses to your issues, concerns, all the different issues that you guys have. So in the effort to make sure that those calls get answered in a timely fashion, we're adding more seats, adding more customer service reps as we speak. Again, I want to put the right quality people in there too. But my goal is to be able to get you a live voice answering every call, and to get those tickets, those email inquiries turned around as quickly as possible. Believe me, I am working on it. We are all working on it. We get up and we come here every day, and our goal is to get better and better. And believe me, we are. We've got an amazing team. A lot of you have spoken to many of us here, and you know that they're committed, passionate, and focused on getting these issues resolved. Another issue, obviously, I keep addressing this every week, is fulfillment. We want to get these cards to you as quickly, as efficiently as possible. We still are not there yet. So I know the frustration is valid frustration, and we are there with you 100%. Please understand that we're doing everything in our power to do it right. I can tell you that the software that we've put in, it's called ShipWorks software, has been implemented as of today. As we streamline it and get it fully rolled out, I'm anticipating that our output, our daily output of orders, will at least triple. So let's get that going, and that's getting in place. So if I can triple that, and if I can then maybe push them a little harder and quadruple that, we will fill in the gap on the orders. Believe me, our goal is to get it so when you make an order or when you join, that gets right in our queue and it gets turned out in the next day or two, maximum. Where it is right now is fully unacceptable. I get it, I agree, and I'm doing everything in my power to try to make sure that I can get these cards to you, get them out there. Listen, that's what we want to do. We want to share the good life. We want to use these cards to let people know what we're all about. And that is exactly what we're working on every day, building these systems as we also fill in the gaps and the problems that we have. So again, I know you don't want to hear every week the same thing, but I promise you we are working on things, and we are continuing to get better and better with our systems. So I've got a really cool announcement that I'm going to make in a minute. Hang in there. Believe me, you're going to be really happy about this. I want to just take a moment, though, before I jump into that, and address a couple of things and clarify a couple of issues that I've heard from the field. And it's always best to just, when I hear something once or twice, I'll try to reach out to a leader or whoever is bringing up the issue. If it comes up 3 or 4 times, then I go, okay, this is something that I need to address to the field. So there's a couple of things. One, there has been a few requests for a compliance document of sorts. And someone even mentioned something about a compliance certificate, and why don't I see the compliance certificate? Guys, let me be clear about this. Compliance is something you do. There's not a certificate, there's not an authorization that you get. You have the guidelines, you put them in place, you make sure that you're aware of the state laws and regulations, the federal laws and regulations, the international laws and regulations. You then look at case law, and you follow the institutions like the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission. You see what sort of announcements and decrees they're putting out on a daily basis, which is what we do. But we do much more too. We have external counsel who we've talked about in the past, Greenberg Traurig. Now let me take a minute just to really, again, just put it out there. Greenberg Traurig is one of the largest, most prestigious law firms in the world. They've been in existence over 50 years. They have over 1,500 attorneys worldwide that they employ, and they're known as one of the finest, one of the greatest law firms that's out there. My counterpart over there, who I work with closely and intimately, is a former FTC prosecutor. So he's the guy that when the government wanted to prosecute a company, he was the one that took that case and he prosecuted those companies that weren't doing things right. He works with us. We work on an ongoing basis, not just once a year, but on things like multi-state compliance, on international compliance. And right now what we are doing is a full program review. So what I'm thinking is maybe some of you heard me mention that we were doing multi-state compliance and thought that there would be like a certificate. Well, there's not. And if I have a memorandum, I'll put it out there. If it brings some people some comfort and confidence, I can sit here and address you all with full confidence, staking not only my reputation as the president of this company, but as an attorney, knowing that we are doing things the right way, that we are committed to doing things according to what the regulations are. And it's an ongoing effort, and especially as we grow, the challenges are always there, but it's something that we're fully focused on. So that's one, this notion of a compliance document. I did want to talk about that. Another concern that I've been hearing a good bit out in the field relates to the way that people, the end user, is using this card and what they're seeing in their display. And some of you may have noticed that in the display as it is currently, this is not how it's always going to be. If you activate the card as an end user, it actually says that you have $1,000 credit. And even though it's a $200 VIP card, it says $1,000 credit. And listen, there's a little bit of a discrepancy, and I can understand some confusion, but let me explain why that is and then what's going to happen. Our goal when we set out to do the VIP card was to make sure that we had a way of sharing the Goodlife with people in just enough of an amount that they could really get a full experience. They could get one complete user experience. $200 was kind of the number that we settled in, the numbers with the commissions, it all made sense. But we didn't want to make it so if someone got the card and wanted to have that experience and their booking exceeded $200, that they wouldn't be able to get the full savings. So we wanted to increase the reflected amount of credits, essentially, for the end user somewhat, so that we could allow the user to have one full positive Goodlife experience, and then of course go, wow, this is great, there's so much more, discover what we're all about with all of the different membership benefits that we have as well. So the 1,000 was the number, basically the placeholder number we put in there for the time being. We are going to be changing that, to be clear. That's, when we implement our new inventory, which is coming. That's over 600,000 more hotels and resorts worldwide. When we implement that, they're not going to see that. That 1,000 is going to go away. But understand this right now. That doesn't mean that we're making any more money or capturing any more money or having any more money that we could be paying out in bonuses. It just means that we've set a placeholder to allow these bookings to be completed. We just want to give that new uninitiated user of the Goodlife Hotel portal as a VIP user, we want to give them one full positive experience. Makes sense, right? So that's what we're doing. There's nothing more than that. Our goal is to give everybody the most streamlined, fair experience that they can get and really see what we're all about. And let's keep it in perspective. Guys, this is a card that's 20 cents, and there's a $100 commission made to that IBO, as well as the other 25 that goes to the sponsor and the other 25 that goes to the upline. I mean, this is an incredibly powerful product. And it gives somebody an incredible opportunity just by sharing it, an earning opportunity that's really unlike anything else that's out there. So, I mean, to spend 20 cents, to be able to give this to somebody, make $100, give them an exposure to what Goodlife is all about on a larger sense. It is really an incredibly powerful tool. And so we're all in this together, and I understand the confusion, but bear that in mind. So hopefully that clarifies some of those concern. It's just speaking from my heart. I can just tell you true what it is, and that's kind of the extent of that. Now, speaking of the VIP card, I've got a big announcement for you guys. Remember when Mark and I showed you a couple weeks, the VIP activation information that we were going to be providing you guys as the field in the back office. We walked you through some of what it's going to look like and some of that functionality. Well, big news, it is a go. We are all set. I have some final programming tweaks that my programmers are putting in place, but I've seen it. It lays in there, and you're going to go into your dashboard very soon, and you're going to be able to see every VIP card that's been activated. You're going to see right there the two tiers of the bonuses that you have coming, whether it's as the direct IBO or the sponsoring IBO. It's going to be right there. And you're also going to be able to order cards directly from the back office like we talked about, and have an order history. So it's going to be right there. And like I said, it is a go. It is in place. as we speak. It is being finally polished and put together, and it will be in the next few days out there for you guys. So hopefully that's what you've been looking for, to allow you to see, kind of a little bit more transparency, see what your organization, how it's coming along, see which cards have been working and which ones have been activated, and really start to track those fun numbers, because they are, and they're only getting bigger and they're only getting better. So that's really exciting stuff, and I'm so happy to be able to share that with you guys tonight, because this has been, again, a long time coming. I'm going to do it right. I'm going to make sure that when I tell you it's there, it's going to work the way it needs to work, because this is too darn important, isn't it? Okay, every card has to be tracked, the right way, and that's our commitment to you, and that's what we're going to continue to do. So I have that, and then I have another cool little announcement too. I had mentioned a few weeks back about another way to get you guys your commissions in a creative way, and to get you your bonus money efficiently and in a very useful way, and that is coming. I'm working on, as we speak, a prepaid debit card, a Visa card that you're going to be able to use, that we're going to be able to load funds onto. You're going to be able to use it like you would a credit card. You're going to be able to get cash back at major retailers, so much more. I'm going to give you a lot of detail on that as that comes in, but it is looking very, very positive. Like, that's going to be something we're going to be able to implement in the short term. And when I say short term, I mean weeks, not months. But that will be yet another aspect of the program that we will be able to present to you guys. Just another way of us making it easier to recognize the benefits of being part of the Good Life, and get those commissions and bonus money to you as the best way possible. So there will be more coming there, but I did want to share that with you tonight as well. So guys, a lot going on as usual, a lot to cover, please feel free to send in those suggestions. We're getting all of your comments and your feedback. We value it. We appreciate everything you do, and we are going to continue to strive with your feedback and your efforts to grow, and all of us grow as an amazing company here. One more time. This event's Thursday night, 8 p.m. in Tallahassee, Old West Enrichment Center. And I actually see here it's 2344 Lake Bradford Road in Tallahassee. That's 32310. So that's 8 o'clock. As usual, we ask that you come maybe a half hour early. I think I understand there's going to be some light refreshments. And it's going to be just an exciting event. Love getting on the road, and of course the VIP bus will be there. We're then going to keep on heading north, and by Saturday we will be in Atlanta again at the Crown Plaza Atlanta Airport, and I've got 1325 Virginia Avenue, Atlanta, Georgia 30344. That's 12 noon. Same deal there. Feel free to come a little bit early and mix and mingle a little bit. And like I said, Saturday, the following, it's actually 2 Saturdays from then. It's the 25th, so February 25th at 10 a.m. That's going to be the Spanish English presentation in Miami at the Hilton Garden Inn, 1695 Northwest 111th Avenue, Miami, Florida 33172. That's a 10 a.m. event. Spanish and English, going to be a little more IBO centric. It's going to be a great event, and it's going to be a great tool for us to give the Spanish-speaking audience out there. So, guys, a lot of exciting stuff. Another great week here at Good Life. Membership is continuing to boom. The cards are getting out the door. Building that customer service, getting our fulfillment in place, getting you guys that money that you're working so hard to earn. It is all the pieces are there. It's a great time to be a part of this young company. We appreciate you guys so much. And value everything that you do for us, and we do together. So with that, good night and have a great week.